Not sure if he'll join.
Yeah. All right. Let me do the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Image Builder Office Hours. We do this every 2 weeks, although we haven't met in a little while because we haven't had anything on the agenda. Um, as I'm sure you're well aware, this is a Kubernetes SIG cluster lifecycle project, and so we abide by the Kubernetes rules, community rules of conduct, which we can basically summarize as let's make this a welcoming place for everybody to participate in, etc. Um, yeah. With that, we just have one thing on the agenda, but I don't think the submitter is here. And we also talked to them in Slack, or Marcus and I did, saying basically we don't have much of a clue about Proxmox because we can't build it ourselves and it's not part of the tests. And like you probably did, I Googled this error and there's nothing really particular about it. And then I grepped the code base for Subiquity, and we do something with it in one of the Debian recipes, but it doesn't seem like it's actually related to this. So I don't know. It could just be Proxmox is broken and we wouldn't have noticed. So that's my tiny brain dump. If anybody else has any insight on this, then we can.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I mean, I, I do use Proxmox, but I don't use Image Builder in Proxmox, so I can't say for sure. I can
Hmm.
have a go at building it at some point and see if I can replicate it. Um, but yeah, I've got nothing to add on it at the moment. It's obviously a short output there to be able to know what's
Yeah.
going on. It looks like the bootstrap essentially. Sorry, oh my gosh, the word's gone out of my brain. The pre-seed stuff. That's the one. I guess it's bootstrapping. Yeah, I can have a look at it and see if I can replicate it when I get time. I just don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to do that. That's all.
Okay. Well, like everything here, it's just sort of best effort. Sorry, go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I did ask on the Slack threads that John opened whether they'd opened an issue about this because I couldn't see one from when I looked. It might be best to have an issue open on the board for this so that we can have the vars and the make target and stuff. Because as you say, that error message is not enough to go on.
No.
We really need like everything that's in that issue template to be able to start debugging it, and then you can perhaps try and replicate it in Proxmox yourselves. Drew, I have used Proxmox once with we used Image Builder once with Proxmox when I was testing out the CVE issue that we had. It wasn't the most streamlined of experiences, so it's not something that I've replicated since. Yeah. But if we have an issue open, we could probably ping Mohammed on it that set up the Proxmox stuff originally and see if he has any input, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, at some point in the future, I will potentially need this working anyway. So that's kind of why I'm thinking. Ideally, I would like to potentially test it when I get time. I just don't know how quickly I'm going to get around to that. It's purely a time permitting thing, like I say. So I will need this working in future if it's not working now. So it would be nice to get it working either way. If there is an issue, like I say, it could just be like you say, some variables being passed in. There's a lot of things that could be potentially causing this right now. Like I say, we need some more information, so maybe we can try and get some more information on it.
Okay. I was just making sure they're not pinging us in Slack.
Yeah, I've not seen anything. I mean, you mentioned about John McPeak, but did you say someone else raised pop this in the
Yeah,
No, I think
it was
document?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll pop back in Slack and see if they can at least open an issue so we have a place to focus this on. What else is going on? Anything other image builder stuff we want to talk about?
I don't know if Marcus wants to talk about his retirement.
I
thought it would have happened by now. We're very glad to see you.
Yeah, I was going to say this is the only bit of image builder I've done for the past month or so, because the new role is not relevant to this at all anymore. So I'm still here for a little bit of assistance, but yeah, I think probably open a PR at some point to put myself down to maybe just an approver rather than maintainer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
emotional support, as it were.
Basically, yeah. I could be
Appreciated.
I could be emotional support, sure.
It's all appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
No,
yeah.
that makes sense. That's fine. Yeah. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. No, I'm just since we're kind of checking in, I'm still, I mean, you can probably all tell, I'm still putting in basically the minimum effort I can because I'm doing a lot of other stuff, but I don't intend to walk away from Image Builder. I'm just trying to get away with as little as I can. And someone has a significant PR out there right now that I want to review, but I'm just trying to get that. Thanks for approving that, by the way, Drew. I want to get that one revert in before I looked at that because I'm pretty sure tests won't pass. So
yeah, absolutely. So I do have someone potentially lined up to start helping us again. So the thing we've got at the moment is, like I was just saying to Matt at the start, we're unbelievably busy at the moment, and we're scaling up faster than we can get the stuff in right now. But we are, fixing that problem literally as we speak. There's interviews ongoing and things like that. So I'm hoping over the course of a few months, time will free up, and I will be able to bring people in to potentially help where possible as well. Because we're going to be consumers of Image Builder. There's no getting around that. So it makes sense that we try and contribute where we can. Obviously, there's only going to be certain areas we can test. As you know, I'm obviously coming from the OpenStack side. Proxmox will be another one we use. That's probably the maximum amount of areas I can test from my side. But it'll be nice to just get some other people helping out where possible, because I know we're all very thin on time at the moment, and availability.
That's great. Anything else you want to talk about? Has anybody had any fresh ideas about how to get out of Packer, or are we just going to ride the ship into the ground?
I think we're just going to keep. I think it's just going to. So yeah, I mean, again, my only thinking I can think of is there's two approaches. There's the one where we look at the SIG stuff, which is a huge undertaking. Let's face it, it's not a quick and easy fix. The other one is to just stop providing the Docker image as a build. That's the one I'm thinking, because that way we can still say, you can use Packer to build Image Builder, but you're gonna have to either build the Docker image yourself or bring your own Packer. I think that's probably the quickest and easiest win, because that way we can still update everything. We're not bundling Packer in any way. We're not doing anything that actually provides it or building anything for people. We don't supply Packer in that way either. It's part of a script that can be installed, but we're not. And I think that would allow us to get around the issues we're essentially having in terms of the licensing. I mean, again, there's the argument about whether it is an issue, but that's a whole other conversation in itself. But I'm just wondering if maybe
I'm not going down that argument again with CNCF.
Exactly.
I spent months on that, and
yeah. So I do wonder if it's just a case of maybe we just stop building the Docker image and we just have it. So if people want to build it, it's a make target. It's easy. Maybe that's the approach we go down. I'm not sure. It's just a thought I've been having about it that allows us to bring Packer up to date. I don't know how badly that will affect people. Probably quite.
A bit out of context. I didn't follow the whole CNCF thing, but did we ever ask HashiCorp about this, like to get an exception or something?
It was CNCF that blocked us.
Yeah.
They have to improve in any way?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to get an exception for that license for that use case, and they turned around and said no in the end, after quite a bit of back and forth.
I don't know if CNCF talked to HashiCorp directly or anything. I don't know if that would have been fruitful anyway. I think they just sort of digested the new license. Yeah. I think they just looked at the new license and said, this isn't really open source, so we can't use it.
Yeah. That's the impression we got. But yeah, I mean, if we're open to maybe raising an issue and having a chat with people about potentially just deprecating the Docker image build, like not removing the Docker file, because it can still be used. Obviously, if people want to build it themselves, then that's fine. But if we're not supplying Packer anymore, at least we can bring
no longer publishing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And then at least we can then bring things up to date and start updating plugins and things like all the useful things we need to do essentially to bring security back into the process, I guess. Which is quite needed now. We are quite far behind on the versioning. So yeah, maybe that's an option.
After
Seems acceptable.
I'll just put it there so we mentioned it.
Sure. Yeah. I'd argue that's the quickest win for this, personally. That's all. It's not the most ideal win, but it's the quickest win.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, SysX is really attractive, but won't work for Windows. So that doesn't help us. So we got to do Windows, unfortunately.
And that's the other thing, isn't it? It's keeping the one size fits all approach rather than starting to fragment things.
Yeah. Although if it comes to that, we'd probably fragment and that would be fine, you know.
I mean, we're already fragmented to an extent, right?
True.
There's a lot of like, if this OS, then that, and then if this release, you know.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
One for future thought, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about, or should we call it good?
There's nothing major on my list at the moment. I think I'm good though.
All right.
Cool. Excellent.
Oh,
pleasure as always, everyone. Sorry, go on.
Drew, are you going to be at KCD by any chance?
Of course.
Yeah, you're in Edinburgh. Yes.
Yeah, of course I am.
Oh, nice. I will see you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks then.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, awesome. I thought you'd be there. I didn't even ask because I just presumed you would be. You always are.
Well,
so.
I wasn't going to be originally because of the new job change, but I've got it sorted now. So yes, I'll be.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll see you up there then. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
All right,
that's great. Raise a pint for us.
Will do. Take care, everyone.
All right.
I'll speak to you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.